Afternoon guys, Dr. Rob Truax here. So I wanted to do this video on a little something different, and that is soft tissue injury and repair, because recently I injured my shoulder. So how I did it is not really important, but I injured the AC joint, which is this little tiny joint right on the top of your shoulder. So if you reach up there, you can feel it, okay? It's where your clavicle comes back and attaches to your scapula of your shoulder blade there, okay? So anyway, I separated that joint, so it's a soft tissue injury, okay? And I did it. It was a pretty good injury. And 5 days after I injured my shoulder, I was back in the office adjusting people. And adjusting people is very physical on your body, so you can imagine, you know, when you're adjusting people, obviously you've got to use your shoulder. So I wanted to just share a little bit about my protocol, because as a holistic doctor and chiropractor, right, I need to be at the top of my game. I need to get back in the game if I do get injured as quick as possible. So I want to just share with you my protocol. One of the things that I noticed, so this injury happened on a Thursday night, and I noticed by like Sunday I was completely wiped out fatigue-wise. Like my energy and fatigue just kind of plummeted. And that's the first thing that I want to address. So adrenal support. So anytime you have an injury, it's going to take a toll on the adrenal glands, because they're your stress glands. They produce your main anti-inflammatory hormone known as cortisol, which gets converted to cortisone. That's actually your main anti-inflammatory hormone. Okay? So anytime we have an injury, we need the body to be producing cortisol to get converted to cortisone and help kind of reduce that inflammation. So anytime we have inflammation in the body, it's going to put stress on your adrenal glands, and the adrenal glands also help with energy production, right? So my energy was tanking, so I was like, listen, I need to, I was kind of on a maintenance product for my adrenals, because I'd been doing really well, right? Feeling really good. But I switched over to this product here by MediHerb called Adrenal Complex. And this has some licorice root in it, which licorice root is an adaptogenic herb. And what that means is it helps the body adapt, right, to its environment. And so if you have low cortisol, it'll help raise it. If you have elevated cortisol, it can help lower it. So it doesn't like force it to go one way or the other. It just helps the gland adapt to the environment. So I added in this adrenal complex, and it made a tremendous difference with my energy. Like I felt within a day or two, I felt like, you know, back to my normal self. Whereas like on that Sunday after the injury, I mean, it was like challenging to walk around the house. Okay, so first thing to do some adrenal support, you know, so you can support the healing process from an inflammatory standpoint. Next thing I did is I started taking a fair amount of calcium lactate. Now, why calcium lactate? And in particular, the calcium lactate from Standard Process. Okay, a couple reasons why. Calcium is extremely important for soft tissue repair. Okay, but we don't want just pure calcium lactate. This particular calcium lactate is in a 5-to-1 ratio of calcium lactate to magnesium, and it's got a little bit of magnesium citrate in it. And what that does is it helps to lower the pH of this particular product. So pure calcium lactate would be about a pH of 7. They added in a little magnesium citrate to drop the pH down to about 5.2, which is a little on the acidic side, which is beneficial because you need an acidic gastrointestinal tract to absorb calcium. So a lot of people have difficulty absorbing calcium for 2 reasons. One, they have an alkaline digestive tract, and 2, they're using the wrong type of calcium. Okay, they're using like calcium carbonate, which is basically limestone. It's like picking up a piece of sidewalk out there and taking that as your calcium supplement. So anyway, calcium lactate, especially calcium lactate from Standard Process. Another great product that I utilized was Ligaplex 1. Okay, this is a combination product. It's a special formula. It's designed, it's about 4 different supplements in one, but specific for soft tissue injury and repair. Okay, so definitely I added that in. Now, the other thing that I was doing is I've got some just some ground turmeric here, turmeric root, okay, and I was just mixing this with some hot water with a little bit of lemon and honey, and just drinking that because turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory product. And then I was also doing some essential oils. So doTERRA frankincense was amazing. This is just an amazing anti-inflammatory oil. Okay, it's pretty much good for like anything, right? It's considered the king of the oils, but extremely beneficial. So I was using this 1 to 2 drops under my tongue per day, still am, and I was also taking a bath with this. I would put a few drops in a nice warm bath with some Epsom salt to just again help support reducing inflammation, support the healing process. And then the last thing I was using, this is also from doTERRA. This is Deep Blue Rub. So this is like, it has several different essential oils and things in it. It's a cream that you can just put on your muscles if you ever have any tight muscles or sore muscles, anything like that. So I was rubbing that on my shoulder, taking my frankincense under the tongue and in the bath, doing my turmeric in hot water with lemon and honey, and then taking my supplements. Okay, there was a couple other supplements that I was taking that I don't have here, but these are kind of the main ones that I incorporated specifically due to the soft tissue injury. And like I said, within 5 days I was back in the office adjusting people, and you know, shoulders doing good. I still have it taped up. I got some kinesio tape on there just to provide some stability while I'm working, but it's healing up tremendously well. And I just wanted to share that with you because, you know, when we get into soft tissue injury, it can not only affect that particular area where we got the injury, so in my case the shoulder, but it can like affect your adrenal glands, it can have an effect on your mood, etc. So there's a lot of different things that can be affected. So reach out to me if you have a soft tissue injury, you're wondering what supplements would be right for you. This is the protocol that I took. I can kind of steer you in the right direction on what products might be best for you, and help you heal in the fastest way possible. All right, take care, guys.